Hi, welcome to my channel. On my channel, I talk about art, poetry, philosophy, psychology, and all the things I am interested about and know something about. Every day, we get a new chance to make choices, and each choice we make creates a big change in our lives, which is called the butterfly effect. And today, I decided to create my own butterfly effect. I decided to talk about something that is still a taboo. I decided to talk about the menstruation cycle of women. The reason why I decided to talk about this topic is because the menstruation cycle is still a taboo in the society we live in. And even if we live in 2024, it is still pretty sure a taboo. The menstruation cycle of women is still seen as something scary, dirty, something that you shouldn't be able to talk about freely. While the menstruation cycle is the most natural and most beautiful thing about women. First, I want to discuss about how in society there is the menstruation cycle of women is not considered as something important and what the negative effects are from this. And I also want to talk about the death of the menstruation cycle because the menstruation cycle is much more than only bleeding once a month. Now, in the society we live in many countries, there is zero empathy and sympathy or understanding for the nature of women. What I mean by that is that women, we all know that women bleed once a month. And even if you are a man, I am sure that you have seen many information on the internet about how painful mentally, physically, emotionally, and even spiritually the menstruation cycle of a woman is. The society we live in, this capitalistic system, is created by men. Women are forced to work, forced to show up, even when we have our periods. There is no a day off for women that are on their menstruation cycle. And this is a very big problem because women are forced to work, like I said. And this is often a very heavy burden on women because during the menstruation cycle of a woman during the period, it is women are more emotionally sensitive, and the menstruation cycle, when the woman is bleeding, that is a sign from the body, spiritually and physically, that the woman needs to rest. In many religions, including, for example, Islam, a woman is not allowed to pray or to take part in fasting during the Ramadan because the woman needs to rest. And the body is cleaning itself, both physically and spiritually. I wish there was a, I wish some things about the system change, change, changed, or I wish to make an impact on this side of the system. I really hope in the future that the menstruation cycle of the woman is will be considered as something important, and that the laws and rules will change in a better way that will benefit women as well. The capitalistic world we live in, like I said, is created by men for men. That is why there are no sick days off for women on their periods. There is no empathy. There is no sympathy for women on their periods. We are being forced to work. There's also a very beautiful spiritual aspect of the menstruation cycle. I I did a very big research on it, and I want to tell you, the viewer, about this. So once a month, we women bleed, and during this bleeding, it's not only a physical cleansing. The menstruation cycle is also very spiritual, a spiritual experience. That is why we women are also sensitive to the world around us. It is a time to rest physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, which means it is a time to look within, to rest, to take care of yourself and all the emotions that come up during the period, during the menstruation cycle is important. Women during the menstruation cycle, women are labeled as sensitive, crazy, not being able to think logically. By who? By men in the society we live in. Doesn't matter where you are from the world. This is being labeled for thousands of years. Oh, she's angry, she must be on her period. Oh, she's crying, she must be on her period. Oh, a woman is not allowed to be angry. Oh, a woman is not allowed to be sensitive. But if a man would experience being on having a period for one day, I am sure that that man would cry all day. And not able to do his logical thinking or work. So, when you are on your period, you need to consider your emotions as important, because the emotions you feel, the sensitivity you feel, is a message from your soul to your mind and to your heart. The menstruation cycle is a very important part of our nature. When we bleed, we don't only bleed physically. That is the time to cleanse yourself emotionally and spiritually. And what I mean with that is that you need to love yourself more. You need to allow yourself to feel the emotions and to be gentle with yourself. And if you have to, you need to call in sick, or you need to, whatever you need, your body feels, whatever you need that your body tells you to do. It is important to listen to that, because if you don't listen to yourself during the period, that ends up with stress or depression. The reason for why so many women are depressed, the reason why so many women are dealing with depression, anxiety, and general tiredness, is because we are daily reminded in this capitalistic system that listening to our period is that we shouldn't listen to our period, that we should not listen to our menstruation cycle, that we need to overlook our emotions, that if we look at our emotions, that if we feel them, that if we listen to our emotions during the menstruation cycle, that we are being too sensitive, and that we need to stop with being so sensitive, when in reality, listening to your emotions during menstruation cycle, listening to your body is very important if you want to be a healthy, happy woman. So, my goal with this video is to empower the menstruation cycle that women experience, to bring awareness that something need to change in the system so that women can benefit from it as well, and that the menstruation cycle of women is not important mindset is getting too old. It doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter from which generation you are. Everyone needs to understand that the menstruation cycle is important, that women need to be respected, and that the nature of women needs to be appreciated and respected. So I hope this video and my words inspired and motivated you, if you are a woman, to respect your body and so more. And I hope to create an impact. Thanks for watching my video. Have a nice, beautiful day.